I felt like it was only fitting that I actually did a full face of makeup for this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Zhariya Smith, and I typically make commentary videos just like this one. So if you guys happen to like that, or you just like my gorgeous face, make sure to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell to get notified every single time I post, which happens to be on Mondays and on Fridays. Isn't that dandy? In the background, we have a French country vanilla candle burning. It's a very neutral candle. I like it a lot. And basically in today's video, I'm going to be talking about glowing up and my general issues with it, and like society's kind of like obsession with glowing up. So what prompted this video was me seeing on my For You page, and I know not everyone has the same For You page as mine, but you know, like that trend where it's like they show like where it's like Dolce, introduce yourself to the class, and then it's like them when they're younger, and then it pops up to them and it's like, hi, my name's Dolce with 2 eyes, like that song. If you haven't heard that, I guess I'll put an example on the screen, but I also can't do the audio because I don't want to get copyright struck for this video. But the thought was there, and I've been thinking about like, wow, a lot of people's like obsessions, a lot of things that people strive for is glowing up, and I feel like it also stems with pretty privilege. I have a video on that. I'll get into pretty privilege a little bit later. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about glowing up, and you might be wondering, Zhariya, what is glowing up? And Urban Dictionary says that a glow up is a mental, physical, and emotional transformation for the better. They say glow ups can be both natural or planned, as well as being gradual and permanent, or fast and temporary. The term glow up can be traced back to August 2013. Chief Keef dropped his song Gotta Glow Up One Day, and it basically talked about his desire to have financial gain. It wasn't really about like being attractive, but glowing up isn't just getting attractive. Glowing up can be glowing up your mental health, glowing up your financial situation, glowing up your friends, glowing up from one apartment to another apartment, or from an apartment to a house, you know, stuff like that. Doesn't always have to be a physical one, but we're going to be talking about the physical ones today because I want to. But either way, what's interesting to me about glowing up is the thought that what you were before isn't good enough. Like, I've seen so many of those, like, oh, I was ugly before and now look at me, like puberty hit me like a truck, which I guess is like the next section of this video, like glowing up's association with puberty, basically implying that when you were younger you were ugly, but now you're gorgeous, and like, yay, like it's like, of course you're gorgeous because you're older. I don't know who finds 9-year-old kids attractive, but probably not the majority of people. So of course you're not going to be seeing yourself as attractive when you were younger, because you're not attracted to younger people. At least I can't speak for some people, but for me at least, that's not the case. And I feel like that by putting these standards of like, oh, well, I was ugly in middle school, imagine how the middle schoolers watching that feel. When I was in middle school, nobody liked me. I mean, like I was in a predominantly white private school for a good chunk of my elementary and middle school experience. So for me, I was always just seen as ugly by the majority of people that came across my way. But, you know, I just couldn't help that. But to say like, oh, I was ugly in middle school, or I was ugly in elementary school, you're basically telling those kids that are in middle school and elementary school that they're ugly. And that when they get older, they're going to glow up and be so attractive. But like, what if that doesn't happen? Puberty hits people differently in different ways. I think I have some of my old videos up. I have the same face. I look the same. It just happens that I know how to do makeup now and my voice is deeper. That's all that happened to me for puberty. I'm still a very average looking person. So for me, yes, in the way I glue up, but I prefer like I glowed up in terms of like, you know, being more in healthier relationships, avoiding toxicity, having better mental health. Like, that's my glow up personally. And I think by association of getting out of toxic situations, I naturally just am, you know, more nicer and more approachable, which makes me seem more attractive. But I look actually literally the same. I have the same face. I've had the same face for a very long time. Even when I was in middle school and elementary school, I have the same face, unlike some people. Moving on to the next little section I'm going to be talking about is my cat. Okay, both of my mom's cats just decided to meow at my door, so now they're in here. If you hear scurrying and general shenanigans, they are the cats. But there is an association with glowing up in social media that I really want to pinpoint, and this is not glowing up on like TikTok and Vine, for example. Those are like two separate things. For these, I mean like the you're not ugly, you're just not rich little phenomenon. I think there's actually literally a YouTube video titled that. I'll find it. But I feel like when it comes to, you see all the people on social media, they are, well, you see all the people. Oh my gosh. This is Bronx. Say hi. Hello. There's nothing behind his eyes. There's no thoughts. Head empty. Isn't that right, buddy? Okay, I'll let you know. It's his fault for walking into my frame. Like, what am I supposed to do, you know? But I think that when we see a lot of the popular influencers go through these dramatic transformations, you see the $1,000 transformations on YouTube, and this isn't dragging all people, because sometimes it'll just be like, oh, I got $1,000 worth of makeup and I'm putting on makeup, and like that's the video. You know, I'm talking about the going to get eyelashes done, getting a spray tan, like spending all this money on like new clothes, new hair, like the whole glow up thing. And I think, and sometimes getting, you know, self-care, you know, getting a makeover can make you feel better. I mean, in all the movies we watched when we were younger, we had the big makeover scene with the main character that suddenly made them more attractive because they took their hair down, took off their glasses. Hello, Princess Diaries. I think that it's like a bigger topic to talk about. I have a video where I talk about plastic surgery and about pretty privilege and all that stuff, but I think it's really damaging to see these already attractive influencers become more attractive with filler, clothes. What are the things that people get? Oh, hairstylists, you know, like I would personally love to be on a red carpet and look all cutesy and nice, but that's probably not going to happen for a little bit. But it's just very interesting to me to think about, because I'm like, as a young child, I still am basically, but as a young teenager, I would be looking at transformation videos and I'd be looking at supermodels being like, oh, I'm so ugly. And I'm like, have you seen other people? And I guess, like, you know, insecurity is a thing in itself. Like, my insecurity is my eyebrows. If you watch my videos, my eyebrows change almost every single video because I never know what to do with them, but I'm very insecure about them. I basically have, like, no eyebrow hair. Like, I'm exposing myself. It's like, I'd probably be better off if I just shaved my eyebrows and restarted, but, like, that's how little eyebrow hair I have. I don't know why I'm roasting myself for no reason. But that's one of my biggest insecurities, and I'm sure other people who are way more attractive, relatively, have insecurities as well. But I think it's very damaging to be like, oh, look at how ugly I was 3 months ago, and it's like, you looked pretty then and you look pretty now. There is not big of a difference aside from your skin being 3 shades darker and you dyeing your hair blonde, you know. And I think it's obviously, like I said, self-care is nice, pampering yourself is nice. I support that 1,000%. Self-care is number one on the list you need to do. Take care of yourself. But I feel like that when you're broadcasting the whole, I'm glowing up, guys, when you're already, like, known as being attractive. Like, imagine if, who's, like, the most attractive woman? If, like, Megan Fox were to be like, guys, I am so ugly, here's my glow up. How would that make you feel? I'm no Megan Fox. Megan Fox is dating Machine Gun Kelly. I don't have a Machine Gun Kelly. Or really anybody, for that matter. But it's just, like, you know, something to think about, I guess. And now I'm going to talk about glow ups on TikTok and I guess Vine. I think that growing up with Vine was such a very strange thing, because Vine came out when I was in 6th grade. And it's also weird to me that a lot of people in Gen Z don't even know what Vine is. So I guess I'm not going to talk about Vine a lot in this video, but there is this challenge, and I think this was the first of its kind, called the Don't Judge Me Challenge. And this challenge was specifically interesting because people went out of their way to make themselves look ugly to then take off the makeup and show their generally average faces. Not saying that that's like a bad thing, but it's like people would put fake acne on themselves and put on glasses and put their hair in a messy bun and put gaps in their teeth, well, like with Sharpie, and be like, look at how ugly I am, and then take off the makeup with them wearing a full face of makeup, and like, it's like, obviously you're gonna look better. I think it was Trisha Paytas that mentioned this, which I can make a video about Trisha Paytas, but I believe that she mentioned this about how when Alyssa Violet, when she was showing like, oh, like bodies are whatever, and she posted a picture of herself with her contorting her body to like show fat, to be like, look guys, not all models look like this. And it's like, if you have to contort your body to look unattractive, then maybe the issue is you. Like, it's one thing to just be like, I'm insecure with my body, but to make yourself look bad and then show like, look guys, like I'm like you guys, it's kind of like not the vibe we're going for. I feel like also when it comes to body transformations, you see people will be like, I lost 150 pounds, and it's like, that's great. We love people who are healthy and body positive, you know, but it's just very weird to me. But either way, that was a tangent. Back to the TikTok challenges. I swear, every single, I feel like 6 months, there's another sound that's coming on TikTok for like a transformation. I literally did a transformation video on my TikTok. Don't follow me. It's a lot of mess that I have on my TikTok, but or I guess do follow me. But on my TikTok, I made like a transformation video where I had just finished washing my hair, and I was like, oh, I just bought this blonde wig, like I'm gonna, you know, wash my hair and then put on this wig and then put on makeup and like look at my transformation or whatever, you know. I filmed it over like 2 days though, because I wash my hair and I go to bed. Like I never do that stuff in the same day, because 4C girls, you'll understand me. It's really hard to do that. But I made a transformation video, and did it make me feel better? Like, I don't know. But I did it mostly because it was trending. Like, I think I look the same all the time. And obviously I put on my more makeup today than I usually do because I wanted to, in a sense, look more attractive. You know, and I feel like a lot of these influencers, a lot of the stuff that we see, they have a lot of pretty flippers because they're already attractive in the first place. So the top creators that we're seeing are already so attractive. So it's like you're seeing an attractive person become more attractive. And it's also saying like, oh, look at how ugly I look right now, when like their ugly is like my attractive. If that makes sense. It might not. Who knows? But either way, yeah. So I don't think that it's like a bad thing generally to do transformations, to, you know, post about yourself. Like, it's obviously nice to like post yourself, make yourself like feel like better about yourself. But I also feel like it's, in some way, it's very damaging to look at, when you're in the, I guess, majority in this sense of seeing people be like, look at how ugly I am, and like the whole Alyssa Violet thing, and just like, it sucks being average, but also I like being average. It's very nice. And of course I say, like, I have a gorgeous face because I am pretty, you know, to some people. Obviously not all people. In my comments, I am aware not everyone finds me attractive, but it's nice to feel good about yourselves every now and then. And it's nice to go and spend $5,000 on a transformation and then post it on your YouTube channel, which I feel like it's more so to make money back on the money that you spent. So then it's also a tax write-off. Either way, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up because it really helps small channels like mine. Make sure to also subscribe down below. If you've watched this long, clearly you like listening to me talk. I mean, who wouldn't? Narcissism is peeking through in that. And comment down below and let me know your opinions on glowing up. Do you think it's a negative thing or a positive thing? I'm kind of like in the middle. I think it's a good thing for yourself to make yourself feel better, but I feel like it's also can be very damaging to people who see you talk about how ugly you look when you look stunning. You know, self-esteem, guys. Some people don't have the right self-esteem. You know that song Self-Esteem by The Offspring? That's a good song. And I'm going on a tangent again. Wow. Okay. Either way, make sure, do you have anything else to say? Oh, happy April. I'm really just beating a dead horse with this video. It's good. Either way, all the other stuff, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and make sure to stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. If you can, get your vaccine. I have the first shot of mine, and I'm getting my second one next week. Do it if you can. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. I completely blanked. Have a good day. Bye.